All right. In this video, I'm gonna try and explain how why we do the backdash and the reasoning behind using down back and also the neutral inputs in a backdash cancel and also maybe some myths that involve backdash canceling. This should be the only tutorial you ever have to watch to learn to backdash cancel. So let's get started. So a backdash is basically back, or more precisely back neutral back. So every time you backdash, you can do another backdash, but there's going to be lag in between each backdash. So if I just mash back over and over and over again, you can see that in between every backdash I have to wait a moment until I can do the next one. Whereas if you've probably seen a lot of high level players that they just do this, like, right, they could just backdash like that all day. And you can see the input is much more complex than just back, or more precisely back neutral back. And so we're going to discuss why exactly we use down back. So the first thing to understand is to cancel the lag after a back input, you have to do another input. So you could use sidestep, or you can use the other direction too. You can also use forward, or you can use down forward. Right? You can use any input. The only reason why we don't use up back and down up forward is because you'll jump, so there's no point. I mean, I guess you could jump back and run away, but to do a backdash cancel, you can't really do it with up forward or up back. So the reason why we choose down back over all the other inputs is because of the amount of neutrals in the input itself. So if you do back, sidestep, back, so let's do up, right? You can look at the input here in the bottom right. You see that it says back, neutral, up, neutral, back, neutral, back. The only neutrals that matter in a backdash are the ones in between the two backs. So I do back, neutral, back, right? Like I said before, that is a backdash input. But after that, you don't need neutral inputs to do a cancel, because we're just crouching to cancel the lag. So let's look at what a backdash cancel would look like if we did it with down back. So right here on the bottom right, you could see that we do back, neutral, back, which is the backdash input. But instead of returning to neutral, we just slide the whatever your controller you're using to down back, then back to back, and then we go do neutral back. So we actually, if you just take out the down backs, just like imagine that they're not there, you're actually getting back, neutral, back, neutral, back, neutral, back, over and over and over again. So in a sense, using down back, you're getting the most efficient possible cancel that you could do. So now we're going to talk about how to get this input, and we're also going to talk about a quick myth. All right. Something people say a lot is when you do a back input and then you go to down back and let go, you'll get a free back. But obviously right there, I did not get a free back. Now the reason why people say this is I actually have no idea why, but the reasoning behind it is that for some reason when you let go of down back, you get a back input, and again, I just did it again, you don't get one. What you have to learn is how to release down back into back again. So you need to practice doing this. I'm sliding from back to down back to back. If you can isolate this input, then you can just start speeding it up, and then you'll start backdash canceling. So yeah, that's the first myth. Now, the main reasoning behind doing this input, actually no, I think that's it. All right, nice.